Good afternoon. My name is Walt, and normally when I'm not running the Galaxy's Edge podcast, I get into copious amounts of trouble where my wife throws things at my head. And today, to avoid that, I am playing D&D with some legends.
Yeah!
And not only the publishing world, but also the role-playing game community as well. James had asked me not to use the word legends, but screw it. It's not like he can reach out through the computer and slap me. Today, we are playing Greyhawk Legends, run by Jim Ward from the Sci-Fi Writers Play D&D community, sponsored by Galaxy's Edge. And we have a cavalcade of amazing people on this panel today. And I'll start from my right because James starts over there with Mr. James M. Ward. How are you, sir?
Hey, I'm very fine, thank you. Happy to be here.
Right on. And playing Nim Sarjor. Did I say that correctly?
Sure.
We have Mr. Jamie Castle of Athon Publishing. How are you, sir?
I'm wonderful, thank you.
Playing, rocking, or basically rolling Prometheus, we have Galaxy's Edge author Nick Cole.
How are you guys? How is everybody? It is good to be here. Thank you for joining us today. Hopefully we will entertain you.
That's my hope as well, and hopefully all the tech holds. But just in case it doesn't, playing
really.
Word in a Phoenix, we have Andrew.
Hail Hall, founder of Warp, longtime gamer.
Right on. Lance Scipio is being rocked by J.R. Hanley, author of The Reservist.
Good afternoon.
We have Michael, who is playing a Kung Fu monk. How are you, sir?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
He's here! Hooray!
We have sound. Launch.
And Michael is the author M.A. Rothman of some very cool titles. Mr. Rothman, would you tell us one of your favorite books you'd like to get and be known for?
No, he doesn't want to tell you.
Book again.
We'll bring him back. We'll get back to him. And I'll introduce Walt Robiart, who is our basically producer of the show. He's a veteran. He's a stud. I think he's becoming a writer too. I know that he's now the sort of Ranger military expertise whisperer to all of us in the science fiction community. And he is just a general all-around stud. If you hear any awesome murder chainsaw barking, that is his dog, Baldur, who I immortalized in the book, Madame Guillotine.
Excellent. Yeah, and you forgot the fact that I am a full contact Scrabble champion, not because I can spell, but just because I can fight. James, take us away.
All right, very good. Unfortunately for me, I started running a game for my good friend Nick and his buddies, and Nick started talking about old school and how much he admired Gary Gygax, and I made the foolish mistake of saying, well, I can run a Greyhawk game. I was in there for 40 years. And so Nick, the evil guy that he is, seized on that and said, okay, Jim, we're going to start running a Greyhawk game. Oh, my goodness. So for a week and a half now, I've been trying to remember the things that Gary put in his Greyhawk game. And I've managed to do the first 6 levels of the castle and the city. And these guys are going to wander through the thing and encounter many of the things that Gary set up in his game that I have now in my game. We're playing AD&D First and Second Edition, which is real easy to play, and I don't have to look up the rules when I play it. And we're going to have a great time. Everybody's 3rd level, and they have a lot of good equipment. And I'm looking forward to the game and running the game. And they're all going to start in the Red Dragon Inn in Greyhawk City. And I'm imagining that they're going to go 10 miles south and check out the Greyhawk Castle that everybody in the city talks about all the time.
That would indeed be our goal. I always thought the city was sort of around the castle, but it's about, and is the castle by itself?
Oh, yeah, it's by itself on a hill. It's on 3 hills, actually. But it's 10 miles away from the town down south.
You can see it from my bedroom window, Nick.
Yeah, absolutely, yes.
To join me.
And there's lots of things to find out, but right now, just exploring the castle, and we can explore the city too if you wish. But we are ready to go into the castle. You guys have your equipment, you have your stuff, and we can go if you so desire.
I would say we would do that. Is there any chance we could have picked up 2 or 3 rumors before we left?
Rumors. Okay, so we're going down into the tavern of the Red Dragon Inn, and we're going to drink and talk about the castle and the area. Is that what we're doing?
Yes.
Okay, very good. So we'll start with my good friend Walt. Walt, a 20-sided die number, please. I know. And for those of you that can't see, they're using the roller that's in roll 20.
Oh, I am?
Well, you don't have to. This is absolutely the honor system. You don't have to.
I got a 12.
You got a 12. Okay, very good. So, there's fears in the city that an undead invasion is coming down from the north, but nobody knows where and when and how. But they're talking a lot about it, and the fact that there are these flying Nazgul that are leading the army, and nobody knows how to do anything with them.
And since I'm doing a little bit of color, I will tell you that Walt, our producer, is playing Drahn, the cleric of what? Media?
That's right. Cleric of
He
Media.
hasn't picked a god yet. He really needs to do that.
Okay. So he'll be playing our cleric, and I'll try to do a little color on everybody else as they
Okay,
go.
very
Right
good.
on.
Which takes us to Michael. Okay, so let's go to JR. Lance Scorpio.
I saw Lance Scipio as a fighter who's not the smartest, but
Scorpio is way more awesome.
Scipio it is.
Oh,
Anytime someone calls you Scorpio in a bar and says, that's your new name, you take that name and go right out and get a tattoo.
And grow a porn mustache.
There we go. Yes, exactly. A nice big handlebar. So anyway, roll a 20-sided die for me, please.
JR rolls a 2.
Rolls a 2, yeah. Okay, you don't hear a thing, and the winch gives you the bill for the drinks that everybody's drinking.
Okay.
And now I see that Michael is moving on the screen. I'm so happy.
Wait, are you playing in bed? Is this going to get obscene?
No, I don't think so.
I just switched rooms and computers, so
Okay.
now.
Yeah, really. Okay, so Levi is your character name. You're going to change the name underneath your head to Levi, like everybody has changed all their character names.
All right.
Okay, and tell us, roll a 20-sided die for us.
And Michael M.A. Rothman, who is a science fiction writer. Michael, what's your biggest book right now?
Probably Primordial Threat.
Primordial Threat. It's a great thriller in the vein of thrillers, and he is playing our monk.
One of the hardest characters to referee.
Michael rolls a 12.
Okay, big 12. So, Michael, you hear a rumor about bears flooding the area down south. Brown bears, black bears, cave bears, and it's very disturbing to people. But some of the hunters are really happy. They want bear fur and they want bear meat. So that's the rumor you hear. Which takes us to Redina.
It's probably German. Verdna.
Yeah.
Verdna.
Verdna.
Okay,
Verdna is our ranger, played by Andrew Perry.
No, he's a magic user.
Oh, he's a magic user.
Yes, he changed it. I did tell you, Ranger, I lied. He's a magic user.
Damn.
I know.
Damn.
So, roll a 20-sided die, please.
14.
Andrew rolled a very nice 14.
Nice call.
They're talking about taking a lot of treasure out of the Elf Tower on Castle Greyhawk. A lot of magical treasures that are pretty splendid, people are saying. Which takes us to Prometheus the Fighter.
I shall. So when they say taking out treasure, do they mean like treasures coming out of the depths, or the elves themselves are moving their treasure out?
No, the elves are nasty. They sit on top of the tower.
Oh, hey, I'm an elf.
I know, that'll be good for you. But they grab the pick of things that each party brings up from that tower. They get their pick.
They sound like jerks.
They're toll keepers, and it's a game balancing feature that takes a lot of the big magic items out of the game until you find out how to go into the depths without using the top of the tower.
And what is that way?
I truly wish you do well. Okay. Anyway, 20-sided. Yeah. Okay. So the elves. There's a talk of a lot of magical treasures coming out of the elf tower.
Okay.
Which takes us to. Oop, go ahead.
I will do my own color. I'm Nick Cole. I'm one of the authors of Galaxy's Edge, which is the premier science fiction series right now for Space Marine stuff. I write that with Jason Anspach, and I'm playing Prometheus. If you've read the series, that name might sound familiar. And basically, I'm playing a fighter magic user who looks like Billy Idol.
There we go. Yeah.
I rolled a 6.
Yeah. Okay. They bring you another bill for drinks.
For another table.
Yeah. Really. Okay. It takes us to Nim.
Nim Sarjor is played by Jamie Castle, who is one of the studs behind Atheon Publishing with Rhett Bruno. Jamie, you got a book you're pushing right now?
I'm always pushing the Buried Goddess Saga. So that's a complete 6-book series written by me and Rhett Bruno. And it's available wherever books are sold as long as it's Amazon.
Fantastic.
All right. Yeah, very good. Yes, very good. Okay, that is everybody. And I have to say, Lance, why don't I see your head?
I had it cut off surgically.
Okay. All right. So I think we're ready to begin the bold adventure.
Yep.
So we get on our horses, and the fighters can, of course, have war horses, and everybody else gets quarter horses, unless you want to spring for a chariot, but they're kind of expensive. And off we go down south, and it's really easy to find Greyhawk Castle. You just follow the river down south.
I was going to ask if we could get an Uber.
Oh, yeah, funny. That's good. Of course, that is multi illegal is what you just did there. So,
gotcha.
yeah, okay. We'll continue on. You go down the river, and eventually you'll see this great big castle ruin on a hill, and you'll see 2 side hills. One hill is known as the Elf Tower, and the other hill is known as the Dwarf Tower. And away we go.
And then the central hill is the castle.
Yeah, the central part is the big castle.
And where have we? Which way have we been kind of led to go?
No, you haven't been led at all.
Oh, okay.
You're-
There's not an old wizard in a tavern.
No, not at all. You have to pick what you have to just discover.
Okay.
This is a journey of discovery. The first couple games
Okay.
are you're learning things.
It's mostly just beatings.
Yeah,
the beatings will
exactly.
continue until morale.
Exactly.
Morale improves.
Yeah. Okay. So I have to ask Wardina, where are you putting your familiar?
He'll sit on my shoulder under my robe, and he can stick his head out through the hole in the hood.
Okay, very good. Then, of course, during a melee, I have a chance of hitting it.
I assume so, but it's
Okay.
actually camouflage, so it's 80% invisible.
Yeah, okay. It's 80% camouflage when it's not in a cloak in your body.
Oh, got it. All right, so then I'll stick him on my head.
Yeah, okay. Maybe in melee you'll order him to fly up in the sky.
Could be.
Okay, very good. All right. Excellent. We ride our horses, and we ride for the 10 miles, and it's about, I want to say 10 o'clock in the morning, and there it is, Greyhawk Castle. And there's a dark thundercloud above the castle, and a bolt of lightning or two strikes the castle, and you see the 2 towers, the 2 obvious towers, one on the right side of the castle, the other on the left side of the castle, and it's up to you to start exploring.
All right. Does anybody have a consensus about which way to go? I'd ask Verdna. You seem to have a lot of experience. Which way would you go?
Well, the metagaming answer is going to be shelved just for of this. Rumors I heard was that they're pulling treasure out of the Elven Castle, but there's also rumors of attacks on that. So maybe we should go over and at least investigate to see what's going on over there to see if it's worth our time. as
So we
we
have one elf and we have one dwarf, right?
We have 2 elves. I'm an elf as well. Good sir.
I thought you were a dwarf.
No, that's just the beard. I'm sorry.
Do we have any elves?
We have 2 elves.
Dwarf.
You mean dwarf.
I
Well,
think it should be a consensus that Steve has to play a dwarf with that beard.
If you
Yeah,
want,
I thought dwarf.
I can play a dwarf. We just got to change some things.
No. Well, since we have 2 elves, maybe we should try and shway with the elves there.
That's what I think.
Probably
James,
worth our
make
time.
for the elf tower.
Okay. So we get to this great big ruin of a tower, and basically half of it has fallen in on it. There's an obvious entrance, and there's 4 obvious elven fighters that are happy to see the elves in your group and introduce themselves as the leaders of one. And they say it's very simple. You come up out of this tower, and we use our magic to sense what you didn't have when you went down in the tower, and we pick one of the items.
Just one.
Just one.
It seems
Quite fair to me.
Yeah, it's a real fair deal. Yeah. So there's the stairs down for you guys to start traveling. Naturally, you have to leave your horses up above.
Will they watch our horses?
No, of course not.
Can we pay them to watch our horses?
No, you can't.
Is there somewhere to tie up our horses?
Yes,
I
lots
could
of trees
Let's-
and bushes to tie up your horses.
Well, I tie my horse to the nearest branch that seems stable enough to hold it.
Okay, very good.
I could talk to the horses and have them all just stay around if they, cooperate. I've got that.
That's an excellent idea. Why don't you do that?
All right.
I'll say we'll organize that, and let's sort of organize ourselves as a party up top before we go down. Are we all cool with the tax? And again, it's just one magic item for the party or one magic item per person.
No, one magic item for the party.
That's
Well, that's
perfectly fair.
That's not too unfair.
Unless it's mine, that would be awful.
Well, we are playing
Okay,
with the Monty Hall DM, so we'll
Yeah, I
probably
know,
need to
and we
swap that.
should state this is how you're going to work this. We split up the gold and the gems equally with everybody, but any magic item from a sword to a ring to a power staff is everybody rolls for it, and the person with the highest percentile gets it.
Okay.
So that could lead to a lot of trading. If the fighter gets a magic user scroll, then there can be trading happening. But that's how the party will divide up treasure.
I see. Okay. Groovy. We're all good with that? All right. Let's make maybe a party marching order and maybe make a party leader.
I'm ready.
Who's our highest level fighter?
Everybody's.
Yeah, we're all 3s.
Nope. I'm 2. I'm a second level fighter.
Oh, right. Yeah, well, I'm a 3. I'm a 3 fighter.
Why don't we
I'm
make
a
you?
level 3 fighter.
Okay. So who wants, between the 2 of you, who wants to lead?
He's got a better beard. I'm jealous, so he can lead.
What's who has the bigger intelligence? What's Lance's intelligence?
For intelligence, I have 15.
What's Nim's?
I'm a 12.
Okay.
Let's go with Scorpio as the leader.
Yes. Scorpio.
But I would tell
I'm
you,
still alive.
I would tell you, Nim, get ready to lead.
Yeah.
This guy's going to end up naked and afraid in about 30 days.
Only because Scorpio usually winds up unconscious during the first 15 minutes of the game.
And naked.
Yeah, naked. Yeah.
That only happened 6 times.
Yeah. Okay.
So, Sergeant,
Marching order.
Why don't you organize us?
All right, so we will put the Nim in the rear, bring up the rear, protect our flanks, and we'll put how is your familiar at scouting? Can it give us the benefit of his eyes in the air?
I don't need it to be in the air. I'm going to actually use it so I can look for invisible objects. That's going to be my first action. And I have 240-foot range, so I can circumnavigate pretty quickly just by a short walk in just a couple of feet. And that'll give us about 180 degrees of the tower.
I think Lance would love to have your pseudo dragon fly ahead of the party.
I'm sure he would.
And that will put you second in the order, since so you can stay protected. But
I don't think he's letting that happen.
We also have a monk, which is basically a scout and a thief. without the pickpocketing.
Right.
Yeah, but he's not that good of a scout.
Or a thief if you can't pickpocket. I gotta know. Is it a moral thing? Is this a moral dilemma?
It's a lawful neutral thing. I don't know.
We never pickpocket from the party. That's like rule number 8.
So we'll have Lance up front. I would suggest throwing the monk in second as a scout. Then how about me? Then how about the cleric? How about the wizard? And then how about our rear guard fighter?
Okay. So let me get these names down.
Does that work for you, Sergeant Scorpio?
It does. For all 12 seconds, I shall be alive.
You
We
changed
are about
it.
to die to lose you.
I love it.
I just want you to feel like you were contributing while you were alive.
Yeah, I don't think he does. Okay.
If you get a certificate
Down.
of achievement.
Okay, now a couple ugly things. Nobody took a bullseye lantern. So your torches go 10 feet ahead of you for light and 5 feet to your right or left. And anybody who has infravision, the torches ruin it. So you won't be using your infravision
Okay.
while torches are lit.
Okay.
So now the question is is Lance carrying the lead torch?
I shall.
Okay, very good. And then Nim, do you have a torch in the back there?
Sorry, I've been on mute. I didn't mean to do that. My kids are screaming. Lance, James, if you're outside of the radius of the torch, does the infravision work?
Okay, it does, unless you look in the direction of the torch.
I'm just wondering, does that change, Prometheus, does that change how we want to set things up so that somebody up front has infravision?
Yeah, I guess that would be true. Let's flip our let's put our sergeant in back with the torch, and then let's move that elf to the front with infravision.
You or me?
You.
Okay.
Yeah, I could never go in front.
I'm gonna die. I'm dead.
But then we'll have the monk between us, and then I'll be right behind the monk. So we'll have 2 elves up front with infravision.
Okay.
All right, very good. So I'm making that change right now in the marching order.
Yeah. Okay, Nim, you're in charge. Scorpio, you're out.
I'm fired. Outstanding.
Yeah.
At least this time he made it through the first 5 minutes without losing clothing or
Hey,
eating something stupid.
He's not unconscious. That's the big deal.
Weren't people betting 5 minutes?
I did have a friend who said 5 minutes. I said that was for death, actually. I said 3 hours, so that's my part of the pool.
Okay.
So, Jim, as we're approaching the Elven Tower, other than we have our 4 leaders of 1, what do we see as far as the actual tower itself? Are we talking stairs? Are we talking...
Yeah, that's a great question. Okay, there are partial stairs going up into the ruins of the tower, and then there's a very nice set of stairs going down into the earth, and that's where the elves are saying that's the entrance to the dungeons.
Okay, we will take that entrance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so you're starting to walk down the stairs.
How long are the stairs, and what direction are they going?
They're going down into the earth in a circular pattern.
Southwest, north.
Because
I'm mapping, buddy.
Yeah, okay. That's an interesting question. You're going in a circle. It doesn't really go. It doesn't go a direction.
Well, it goes in all the directions.
Yeah, it goes in all the directions.
Okay. All right.
All right, and now the 2 elves, please roll 6-sided a d6 and tell me your numbers.
And elves get 3 to 6 on finding hidden things, right?
No, they don't.
Well, I thought they did.
I'm sorry, they don't.
Well, I don't like that roll.
There are many things you are not going to like.
Prometheus rolls a 2.
Okay, very good. And?
Nim rolls a 5.
2. No, I rolled a 2.
Okay.
That was an old one.
All right, very good. So you go down to the bottom of the stairs, and oh, look at that. Okay, 2 Spriggans. Spriggans are 5-foot-tall, elvish-looking creatures with glowing spears in their hands, and They rush the stairs to attack you all. So now we have initiative, and Nim is in the okay. Who has the best dexterity in the group?
I do.
Prometheus. Who does?
Prometheus is 17.
18.
So
I'm at-
17 is the best.
I got
No,
an 18.
I'm an 18.
You're an 18, Andrew, or Regina?
Yeah.
Okay, so the guy with the biggest dexterity rolls for initiative. I need a 20-sided die.
You want to get that word now? Because I got 18 as well.
Up to you. Where are you in order? I'm last. I'm second.
Let's go with the wizard. Go ahead and throw a 20.
All right. 19.
Ooh,
Yeah.
19, that's very nice. Okay, you guys all strike first, starting with my good friend Drahn.
Would it be the person forward, or are we all at the bottom of the stairs?
Well,
or?
no, you're all on the stairs, but some of you guys have weapons that you can use to strike in the distance.
Does missile fire go first?
The initiative goes first.
Okay.
So all you guys beat the monster for initiative.
Okay.
So that's why I'm saying, Drahn, what are you going to do?
I'm not within reach, correct? 'Cause
You are not within reach.
I have spell things that I can use, but I assume I got to wait for that.
All depends on the spell, buddy.
I was going to cast aid on one of the fighters up front.
No, you can do that instantly. Who you casting it on?
Let's see, Nim, you're up front, right?
Yes, sir.
Let's hit him.
Wonderful.
Okay, that's what you use, which takes us to our good friend Levi.
Yes.
What do you want to do, Levi?
Well, am I within reach of him?
Nope, not yet.
Ranged warfare as of now.
All right. Really don't have much option other than get closer.
Feign
Okay,
death.
okay. So are you telling me you're going down the stairs towards the Spriggans?
With my quarterstaff in hand.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, no problem at all. Lance,
I am going to use my. Well, do I have a clear line of sight to shoot at it with my crossbow?
you bet you do.
I'm going to shoot at it with my crossbow.
Okay, so we have a Thaco. No, I'm sorry. You are shooting at an armor class of. Where is it hiding? Armor class of 3.
All right, let me.
Very exciting radio there, Scorpio.
I'm trying to find the information on the form.
Yeah, the Thaco 2-hit armor class 0. That's what you're looking for.
He's probably got an 18 to hit armor class 0.
Yes.
Plus, he's got his strength. So, what is that? You're an 1869 on strength?
Yeah.
Wow, that's nice. Of course, you don't get a strength, Benny, with your crossbow.
Unless
Unless he beats it with it.
Yeah, really. Okay, did you
right.
figure out your Thaco yet, Lance?
No, I did not.
if he's a third level fighter, his Thaco should be 17, right, or 18.
18, and then
18. And you
he's
back
got
it up.
He's also got an 18 dexterity too.
Okay.
That doesn't help with your attack.
Not with a crossbow.
No, that just gives him a
Defensive bonus.
defense. Yeah.
No.
All right, so
range.
give me a
It's a reaction attacking adjustment, which is at 18 dexterity plus 3.
okay, Andrew, if you say.
Age 9. Sorry.
Yeah, you're sorry. Okay, very good. Lance,
So
give me a 20-sided die, buddy.
His Thaco would be 15. He got a 12.
Okay.
12.
Okay, that's good. So you hit him with. And is it a heavy crossbow or a light crossbow?
It just says crossbow, so
It's a heavy crossbow.
heavy.
So roll an 8-sided die for me and give me the number.
He's a stud.
8-sided die. I got a 7.
Okay, very good. That's a great number. That takes us to Prometheus.
Okay.
You are in melee range.
But I'm going to fire 2 arrows from my strength bow.
Okay.
So my Thaco is 17. I'm going to roll a 9 and a 15.
Okay, the 15 hits.
Okay.
What's the bow do?
The bow is a strength bow. It does it does damage plus add my strength. So 17 strength is +1 damage, right?
I thought it was +2.
Is it +2? I forget what's on my calculator. My damage adjustment is 1 for 17 strength.
Okay, so give me. You're doing 6-siders for the arrows or 8-siders?
6-sided.
Okay, roll me a 6-sided die.
I'm gonna do 6 points of damage.
Wow, nice going. Takes us to Nim.
All right.
Nim, you are not in. No, you are. You are in melee range.
I am. So I'm gonna go at him with my longsword.
Okay.
And we never talked about my THAC0 before. Is it 18?
For a 3rd level fighter, it's 18.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. All right. So
What's your strength, buddy?
my strength is a lot. No, it's 14. It's not a lot at all.
A lot.
I was kidding.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Roll me a 20-sided die.
All right. Here we go. 7.
That's a miss. That's miserable. That takes us to nobody. It's now you did horrible damage to one of them. He's bleeding from several parts of his body. Let me see what.
That sounds like that chili I had the other night.
Yeah, really.
Ooh.
Now, I have
All right. So
I have-
now,
weapon. Can I still fight or no?
No. Yes.
why did I
Yeah,
miss
Dan.
you, Andrew?
I don't know.
Because you were lonely.
Go ahead, yeah, really. Go ahead, Andrew.
I'll take out from my brace 3 throwing stars and fire 'em.
Okay, wonderful.
My THAC0's a 20.
Yeah, lots of luck with that.
But with an 18 dexterity, that's a +3. I miss all 3 times.
Okay, very good. Now it's their turn. Okay, the first one.
Tried.
The first one misses abysmally. The second one misses abysmally. So, initiative, starting with Andrew, roll it. 20-sided die.
10.
Yeah, okay. You guys go first. Starting with my good friend Drahn.
I guess I'm gonna close the distance. Do we have room to close the
Oh
distance?
yeah, more than enough room.
Okay, I shout for the glory of and name some god I haven't picked yet, and then can I close and attack at the
Money.
same time?
No, of course not.
All right, I will close the distance then.
Takes us to Levi.
For the
All right.
glory of running.
For the glory of
Glory
Marduk.
of money.
I'll take a swack at somebody with a quarterstaff. Hopefully one of the bad guys.
Okay, so are we shooting for the wounded guy or
Yes.
the unwounded guy?
The wounded guy.
Okay, roll 20.
Oh, a 3.
Yeah, okay, we know what happens there. Takes us to Wardna.
I will shoot 3 more, and it looks like I missed every time.
Well, that's wonderful. Thank you very much, Andrew. Takes us to Prometheus.
You may have seen
Can I have-
Scorpio.
Can I have the dragon try and sting one? He's +4 to hit, and he's got 2 hit dice.
Okay, so yes, that can happen, but we've got missile guys and melee guys. Your
So then-
dragon
Got
could
it.
get hit.
Right. Fire. Understood. Nope.
All
No
right.
way.
All right, Prometheus.
Let's see
You
if
may
I-
have missed Scorpio.
What was that?
Did you miss Scorpio?
Did I miss? Maybe
Yeah,
I did miss Scorpio. Scorpio, please take your turn.
Am I still got an unobstructed line of sight on the Spriggan?
Yes.
All right. If I can have the wounded one, I'd like to shoot him again with my crossbow.
No, I'm sorry. Your crossbow loads every other melee round.
Then I'm going to switch to my shield and flail, and I know that's my move.
The
Okay,
audience
very
can
good.
tell with the glee in Jim's voice that he was waiting to unload that little bit of bad news.
I don't know what you're talking.
Scorpio.
What glee are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, it's time for Prometheus to do his thing.
Can Prometheus still put 2 arrows into the wounded one?
We haven't dropped our bow, so sure.
And I won't hit anybody?
You will have a chance to hit Drahn, Levi, and Nim.
Then is there the negative? I'm not doing, and I'm going to switch to melee weapons, but I also want to know the shape of the room, and I want to know if there's any other bad guys in the room.
Okay, that's a very good question. Everything is dark behind the Spriggans,
But I have infravision.
and you don't see any living things behind the Spriggans in your range of infravision.
Okay, then I'm just going to swap weapons.
Okay, that's what you do then. Nim.
I'm going to take another stab at the wounded gentle Spriggan,
Okay, very good.
and I missed again.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
And it's their turn. Okay. The wounded Spriggan misses abysmally. The unwounded Spriggan misses abysmally. I'm not doing well on those poor Spriggans.
Neither are we. This is a good sign.
Yeah, there's a lot of fur flying. What?
I was really hoping for some more hits. Anyway, initiative there, Andrew.
Yes, sir. 12.
I'm happy to say I rolled a 13.
Ah.
So the Spriggans will go first. First one rolls a 1. Second one rolls a 17. Okay, that's good. That'll hit most anything. Now we roll a die to see who he hits. He hits the illustrious Lance.
Scorpio.
Poor Scorpio.
Okay, Lance.
We knew him well.
I know. Okay, I got to get my 8-sided die out. This is a glowing spear that he's using. He did 6 points of damage to my good friend Lance. So Lance is down to 21.
All right.
Okay, that takes us to Drahn.
Can I smack him with my mace?
Wounded one or unwounded one?
Unwounded one.
Okay, roll and see.
All right, I spray it in his eyes. Oh, wrong mace. 18.
Oh, that's a very nice hit. Roll your damage.
I love my damage. Flail.
It's a wretched weapon.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you gotta go with a smile.
Yeah.
2 to 7. So I'm gonna take a D6, add 1 for 4 points.
Does that include your strength bonus?
My strength bonus. I do not have a strength bonus because I have been more diligent about my prayers than I have my push-ups,
I
which
see.
makes me a very horrible knight.
Takes us to Levi, my good friend.
All right. Well, I'm going to take another swack at the wounded Spriggan.
Very
You
good.
know you. The
And,
monk rolled a 4.
Squish.
Yes.
What'd you get?
A 4.
The monk
you
rolled a
missed.
4. He merely
missed
stands his quarterstaff.
Abysmally.
Okay.
Takes us to Lance, the bold, brave Scorpio.
All right. I've got my sword or my flail in my shield, and I shall attack if I am
Okay.
in range.
Very good. The wounded one or the not wounded one?
The wounded one.
All right.
All right. So flail. All right.
Roll a 20.
Got an
I
8.
thought
Scorpio
he
rolled
had.
an 8.
He rolled an 8. Okay, that's a horrible miss. Takes us to.
It looks good doing it.
Yeah, right. We're Dina.
Word no, we'll take another launch here.
Okay.
And big
He's got lots of those things. Yeah, I know. And would you hit with any?
No, I'm going to be
Yes.
collecting a lot up.
Well, he got an 11 there, so maybe.
No, that's gonna miss.
I need an 18.
Prometheus, the bold Prometheus.
Walt, do we have an ad we could throw up right now?
Okay, go ahead.
Seeing as we touched on it briefly but didn't get a chance to really dive deep, Jamie, would you like to talk about the Buried Goddess saga?
Sure. The Buried Goddess Saga is an epic fantasy written by me and Rhett C. Bruno. It is 6 books long, over 1 million words, over 100 hours on audio, performed by Luke Daniels. It starts off as actually a D&D friendly sword and sorcery with book 1, and then expands exponentially into the epic that is gods battling gods. While using their humans as pawns. It's available.
I love when that happens.
Man, yeah. It's available on Amazon. It's available on Audible. It was a #1 Audible hit, and if you like audio, that's what I listen to. So go for it. Pick it up.
Absolutely.
So,
What?
so the Steve's children stop killing each other.
What's that?
So the Jamie's children stop killing each other.
That's why I've been on mute this whole time. They're getting ready to go to the pool, and this is the pool noise that they make.
Yeah.
So
It
Yeah.
sounds like
is your wife trying to get him into the sack? Is that what's going on?
pretty much that's what it takes. Yeah.
Yeah. Then I can understand the screaming. I think that's probably, that shows that they're fighters, and I like that.
The excitement is palpable.
So I will
Okay, so
mute once more.
Prometheus is going to wade in with his long sword, and his thicko, as they say in the day, is a 17 or is an 18. Is an 18.
Yeah, do your damage.
He's an elf. So what more do you want out of life? 10.
You did 10 points of damage?
No, I rolled a 10.
Oh, well, then you missed.
Well, then I missed.
when the GM asks if you did 10 points of damage, you say
Hey, Jim,
yes.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I know.
Did
All
we
right,
learn
that was
nothing from
Prometheus.
Ghostbusters?
And then, Nim, did you take your shot?
I did not. I rolled a 10.
Okay, that's horrible. And now here's the badness. The badness is 3 of these ninja stars come rolling out, and oh, look at that! One hits our good friend Levi. A ninja star hits you in the back, Levi. For hang on, I gotta get it. Man, it's impossible to grab that 4-sided die. Okay, for 2 points of damage, Levi,
All right.
and you give a loud ow.
Ouch.
And the last one. Ooh, the last one also hits somebody.
I hate when that happens.
It's a big
I
day.
know. Me too. Oh, look at that. You especially hate it, Drahn, because it hits you in the back. I know. I'm so sorry.
You know, we normally most people call this a battle. We just call it Tuesday.
All right, so that's you got hit for 1 point of damage.
I hate being surrounded.
Okay, next round initiative. There, Wardna.
Thank you.
Yeah, you crush. You crush. Okay, it takes us to Drahn.
I am going to smack that Spriggan again.
The wounded one.
Yes.
Actually, they're both wounded now, but one is massively wounded and the other is slightly wounded.
I am going to play whack-a-mole with a Spriggan head, hopefully.
Okay, very good.
I got a 14.
Oh, that's a very nice hit. Do your damage.
I love my damage. As long as it's going the other way.
Yeah.
7.
Okay, wow.
Damage is how murder hobos say they love you.
Takes us to Levi.
That should be a T-shirt.
I got a
Levi?
16. 16.
You got a 16. That's great. Do your Which one you shooting? Or which one you hitting?
The most heavily damaged one.
Okay, very good. So do your damage.
All right.
If you're following the show and you think that should be a T-shirt, let us know, and maybe we'll make one up.
So it's 1 + 1. So I got a +1 damage bonus. So
Whoa!
That's
Don't
not-
get carried away there, killer. With the
Yeah, I know that's not really
Yeah, I
very
know.
good. And any T-shirts that get made out of this, one gets sent to me free.
Roger that.
Okay, that takes us to Wardina.
No, you skipped Scorpio again.
Are the
Yeah.
stars that are coming out coming from in the darkness, or are they coming off my body?
I'm sorry, you mean the hits that just hit your allies?
Indeed.
Yeah, those were your shurikens.
But coming from me or coming back toward us? Ones I'd already thrown. Can I tell?
There are ones you already threw.
Got it. All right.
So what happens is, if you miss, then I have to roll and see if you hit any of your allies that are in that melee already.
Oh, okay. So they are going into friendly fire. Got it. All right.
So what do you want to do?
Well, I'm too far back in line.
And then you know what? Doing nothing is a perfectly valid response in the game.
No, that's clear.
You did, James. You did skip Scorpio. If you want to give Verdna a chance.
I don't know why I keep skipping him. I'm sorry very much, Lance. Please I apologize. Lance, please, you go. What would you like to do?
It's like
So
you've already killed him in your head.
I'm going to swing with my flail at the severely wounded one, which I am closest to, and I rolled an 18.
Stop! He swings like he means it.
That's wonderful. Do your damage.
All right, is that for the flail? Is that also a D8?
Yes, 2 to 8.
Okay.
All depends on your flail.
Hey ho ho, family show.
All right.
No, there's heavy flails and there's light flails.
Oh, okay.
Just like in real life.
I think you got a 6, right? Is it 2 to 8?
It is +2, so I got a 6.
Yeah, but
wonderful.
you have that 1869 strength.
Oh, so that's going to add. So in your character sheet, JR is new to Dungeons and Dragons. Right next to your strength, if you go to the right of that, it'll tell you what your strength bonus add is for damage. 1869, I think it's going to be plus.
It's +3.
Plus 3.
So that would be a 7.
And that's on the badly wounded one.
Yes.
Correct.
Okay, very good.
He just creams it, right, James?
Okay. Yeah, really. Back to the wizard. I'm sorry, wizard. Go right ahead.
Well, I'm not going to throw in melee, so
Oh, come on.
That's James trying to get you killed, buddy.
I know how that bread is buttered. I'm gonna step out of line and try and move to the side of the room away from the Spriggans.
Okay, that's very interesting. Let me look. What are you using for a light source, buddy?
I see invisibly 240 feet through the dragon's eyes.
Okay, so here's the deal with infrared.
Got it.
Infrared sees heat sources.
I understand that, and this is not that. It's specifically notated as any non. So just
is it dark vision? Is that what this
it's
is?
probably the equivalent of Witch Sight, the old original OED.
Okay. Very good. All right. So it's a great big room. There's a big corridor to the east and a corridor to the west, and there's weird pillars far to the north. So
Okay.
you want to go east or west?
I'll go east.
Okay, very good.
How big would you say the room is?
Oh, it's very hard for him to judge. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. It's around 80 yards by 40 yards.
And there's corridors to the east
Yes.
and corridors to the west.
The west
Yes.
columns.
Where did we come out?
You came down from the middle of the south.
So we're dead center between 40 on each side, going east and west, and then north 20 to the new corridors, and then 20 further up to the north where the columns are.
Yes.
Roger that.
So you moved over. That's what you did.
Yep.
Are you preparing any weapons or?
Nope. I'm gonna reach into my blue belt pouch and take a pinch of colored sand. But that's all.
Okay, very good. That takes us to Prometheus.
Prometheus will slay the wounded Spriggan, my good fellow.
You'll try to slay the wounded Spriggan.
Okay. Let's go with a. I think I get a 15 there with a THAC0 of 18.
Wow, that's very nice. Okay, do your damage.
Okay. I'm going to do 1d8 plus. Or is this a large creature?
No, it's the average size.
Damn! I'm going to do 9 points of damage.
Wow, very good.
It's dead, right? Huh?
This is all simultaneous, my friend. Takes us to Nim.
All right. Well, I'm still going after. Did the heavily wounded Spriggan die?
It's all simultaneous.
Well, okay.
I can't kill him till all of you have done your thing.
All right.
Both children went in the sack in the pool at the same time.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't know which one is still alive.
I missed anyway. It doesn't matter.
Okay, you missed. Very good. All right. And now one of them, the badly wounded one, falls down dead and drops his magical spear on the ground. The other one is enraged beyond belief, screams in anger and berserkiness,
He had the chili too.
Yeah, really. And misses abysmally with a 5. That is disgusting.
He's probably
Okay.
where he got the coupon.
Yeah, really. Initiative time. Initiative.
Yes, sir.
Ordna. Oh, jeez.
20.
Man, I am not rolling well at all. I rolled a 5.
That's good, James.
Yeah. Good for you guys. Which takes us to Drahn.
I am going to smack the enraged, chili-infected Spriggan.
Okay.
What'd you do Friday? I smacked an enraged, chili-infested Spriggan.
No, I didn't. I got an 8.
Oh.
Okay, great.
Wait
That
a minute.
takes us to Levi.
Levi?
Levi, are you with us, buddy?
I feel like he's faded from this universe for a moment. So let's move on to Lance Scorpio this
Let's
time.
move on to Scorpio.
Alrighty, I'm going to swing. Well, am I close enough to swing now, or do I need to move into position?
You are definitely close enough to swing now.
I am swinging for the remaining Spriggan,
Okay.
and I got a 5, so I think that's probably a
Yeah,
miss.
you miss abysmally.
But
Takes
I
us
look
to the
good doing it.
Yeah. Takes us to the wizard.
Since I'm on the side of it, the dragon's going to attempt to attack by surprise. And it has
Okay.
a plus 4.
Your pseudo dragon.
Correct. I'm behind it. And I'm going to throw my sand and say RCA and use color spray on it first. How many hit dice?
So using the color spray spell?
Correct.
That's a magic user spell?
It is.
Okay, if you say. So how many hit dice does this have? 4 plus 1.
Okay, under 6, it's going to be 3 or more. It's stunned for 1 round unless it's got MR.
Okay.
Higher than
And
60 saving throw, but at 4 plus, it's just stunned for the round.
The dragon will hit automatically then.
Okay. And so, do you roll or do I roll to see if the poison's fatal?
I roll for the poison, you roll for his other damage.
Got it. It's a D3 for 2.
Okay. Prometheus, you hit automatically. Roll for damage.
5. Roll a 4 plus 1. 5.
Yep. That takes us to Nim. You hit automatically. Roll for damage.
Oh, I'm sorry. I hit the wrong. Here we go.
21 damage.
Yeah, right. Damage is 6.
Got a 6.
Yeah.
He hit him with
It's
a sniper
He
sword.
did. That was the one time he chooses to roll a 20, though.
Yeah, really. Okay, you've killed both of them. They fall down on the ground. Their spears are still glowing. All right.
Jim, I'd
So
like
now-
to collect
Yes,
some of my stars, if I can.
You like to collect some stars.
Yep. Move around and see if I can collect some of the ones that are out in the room.
You mean your thrown shurikens?
Correct.
Yes, you can collect them all. No problem at all.
All righty. Thank you.
So we should probably have a treasure keeper now to since these spears are magical. Scorpio,
Well,
would you
Okay, so the first thing the wizard wants to do is take the shurikens out of the backs of his 2 good friends.
Yep.
That,
Sorry about that. Chance.
Yeah, you dropped
All right.
this.
Yeah. Okay, so Prometheus, you say someone should hold the magical treasures?
Well, I mean, first off, we should, if we have to divide them up at the end, should we at least have a treasure keeper so that person keeps track of all the stuff we get?
You know, certainly the people who can use spears can carry them no problem. For now, we just won't attach ownership until we get back to town.
Okay, so that we would still have a treasure keeper who just wants to keep track of them. I can use spears.
Right. So
Okay.
we need a scribe. I can scribe for this session.
Okay,
And
cool.
Okay.
I'll create a Google share so everyone can see the doc so we know everything we get.
Great.
Google share. Okay.
God, you know
Yeah.
something?
So
I feel
I-
woefully underprepared with Wordna playing.
I have 287 guild members, and I'm the only DM.
He's the only DM. Yeah, I know.
player since 78.
All right. So experience. All right. I'm writing down experience for you guys. Everybody was in the battle, so you're sharing the experience.
Now,
Nim,
you
you want
find-
the second spear, Nim?
Sure. Yeah.
Are these
Okay.
throwing spears or fighting spears or both?
Those are fighting spears, not throwing spears. They're quite long. They give you the first strike in every battle where you're not surprised.
Okay, I will take one spear, and Verdun will take the other.
Okay, very good. So
Who's
we
taking the
see it.
other?
I think Nim was taking the other because he's a
Yeah,
fighter.
I don't need a spear.
Okay, you need a spear.
I'll use a spear that gives me.
Then Nims takes the spear.
All right.
Prometheus and Nim. Nim, what's your class?
Fighter.
Thank you.
So we have an 80-yard by 50-yard room that we pace off while we're checking things out. And there's a 20-yard corridor to the west and a 20-yard corridor to the east. And in the middle of the wall down south are the stairs up to the elves. Okay? To the north, there's a set of 9 pillars. But the interesting part about this room is there's a great big iron chest in the middle of the room.
How are the 9 pillars arranged? Like
Just in a row, 9 in a row. There's no marking on them or writing. They're just stone pillars that seem to be holding up the roof.
Why do I think this chest is going to eat one of us?
Do we have anyone proficient with checking traps?
Is the chest behind the pillars or in front of them?
No, it's in the middle of the room you're in right now. So
Okay.
it would be in front of them.
Got it.
Anybody want to throw something at the chest to see if it wiggles?
Stab it with your magic spear.
Well, I believe monks are good at finding traps.
Yep.
Actually,
Yeah, no, that's really not their thing. But
No, that's not their thing at all.
Oh, okay.
Walt a thief.
Oh, no thieves in the group? What a shame.
Well, I would have made a fighter thief. But he told me we didn't have a magic user.
Yeah, well.
which is what he told me too, which is why I swapped.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, I have a 21% chance of finding a trap, so that's not really.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are we doing with this chest?
Why don't you stab it with the magic spear and see if it moves?
I mean, sure, I'll poke at it from a distance with the spear.
Okay, with your spear, you're always poking at a distance.
Exactly.
And if it was a mimic, it would change into the horrible monster that it was. But it seems to be a sturdy iron chest with a great big complex lock.
What's the size of this thing? About 3x3, 2x3? What do you think?
That's an excellent question. It's a cube, 2 feet by 2 feet by 2 feet.
All right.
Now I do have 89% on open locks.
Ooh.
Well, all right. So did somebody poke it and it didn't react?
Right.
Indeed, that's what Nim did.
Okay. Taking a look at the actual iron itself, does it look pitted or pretty smooth?
Pristine, clean, and wondrous.
Of course it is. Alrighty. Let's wave a torch at it and see if it reacts in any way before we actually stab this puppy. Or do you want to just try and roll the dice and pop that lock?
Well, on Elven Infravision, does it generate any kind of heat?
No heat. Good
Oh, good
question.
point.
Very good question.
Why, thank you.
All right, then locks to you. I'm going to take a look down the east and west corridor, see if I see any movement before we put ourselves into sort of a vulnerable position.
You don't.
I'm going to tie a little rope around the monk before we send him in to defuse the chest.
Okay. You can tie a rope around the monk. That will interfere with his abilities.
Well, then I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure you're about to electrocute him.
Levi, you're the monk.
So
electrocution doesn't happen until 3rd level.
Okay, so we'll be ready to push him off with the spears.
There we go. So are we trying to open the chest?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Levi,
So-
what do you need?
I need a
89.
89.
Roll them
So
bones,
remind me,
buddy.
How do I? Is it 2d10?
No,
Is
if you go into the advanced roll, there's a D100 that you can use, or you can just throw 2d10 and tell us 59.
59.
You rolled a 59, so the lock clicks to unlock. You've succeeded.
Woo! Nice.
You might as well throw a detect traps on there.
Who has to detect traps?
No, I think he does, doesn't he? A little bit.
The monk? No.
I can. I have the spell find traps.
Oh, excellent.
If you want, I only
I'll
have.
step back.
I only have one memorized for the day, though. So if we use it now, we won't be able to use it later.
One in the hand's worth two in the bush, buddy.
All right. I'm
So,
going to use that.
What is it? You're going to use it. Very good. You detect a terrible ravening trap that would have killed Levi instantly.
Yes, I would. I take all payment in beer.
So that was a good use of a spell.
All right, so that one's done for the day.
All right, now the question.
The trap is there, but it's not removed.
Right.
Okay. Can we turn
I don't have
one
any
of the
tricks
dead Spriggans
on
into a
my sleeve on
marionette
that one.
with rope and poles
I'm
and
stepping
make him
back
open
away
it?
from the chest.
Turn a marionette into. Yeah, that'll take about 2 hours. No problem.
Well, is there another way to not suffer a horrible ravening death?
There's 10 or 12 ways.
Well, what do we know about this particular trap? I mean, we know it would have killed him, but do we know how it would have killed him?
Nope. It just you identified there's a trap there, and it's unusually deadly.
So it's probably poison, maybe.
Levi has. Let me see here. I'm looking at Levi's hit points. There it is. Levi has 25 hit points, and it would have killed him dead.
Yeah, I think we're gonna just say no on this box unless someone really wants to be friendly.
Do we have a way to connect?
Remotely pry it open.
Yeah, can we connect our two spears and try to pry it open from a distance? Do we have anything to connect?
Of course you could do that. What an excellent idea. I recommend it.
Uh-oh. Is that DM wants me dead, or is that?
No.
You gotta go to the pool.
We can make it even longer, and I've got a quarterstaff we can attach to the end. So
There we go. See, I don't kill player characters. Players kill player characters.
This is turning into that Friends episode where they're poking ugly naked guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God, the memories.
Okay, so we know there's a trap there. We know the lid is unlocked. That's what we know so far. And we think if we're very clever, we can find a way to spring the trap without dying. Now, all you have to be is clever.
Let's pause
So
for
I
a
will-
moment. And let's just pause for a moment and run an ad, if we could, real quick, Walt.
Yes, sir. And seeing as you are the person who keeps remembering this, I am going to have you talk up Galaxy's Edge.
Galaxy's Edge. That's what started this whole darn thing. Basically, it's Star Wars with the serial numbers filed off. You can get involved right now with Galaxy's Edge Legionnaire. It's one of the #1 best-selling science fiction books. It's a huge, you can get into the 9-book series. There's about 20 books total in the universe. So if you really like sort of space marine action, that is written by Jason Ansbach and myself, Nick Cole. And we recently released the Savage Wars series, which is read aloud by the general from Avatar. That is called the Savage Wars. So you can really dig that. If you like bounty hunters, you can get into the Pirate Rex series. Hopefully you're seeing a graphic for that. But, support the podcast and buy some books and enjoy yourself. We always like to have a good time in Galaxy's Edge. So what was our plan?
Dun, dun, dun. How do I order one of these books, Nick?
Oh, you can only get them on Amazon, which is the only place you should ever get anything.
Right?
Amazon is great.
All right, very good.
My bills.
So here we are with this box. We could just leave it and walk away unharmed,
Then
or
what
we
is
could continue.
purpose
Yeah,
of being
exactly.
Here, so I guess let's try Steve's magic stick trick. Whoa,
Well,
that sounds obscene.
While he's doing that, I will try to make the alternative option of the dead Spriggan marionette.
Okay, that's no problem for you, Lance. You're a bright guy.
What do we have to actually get these spears and quarterstaffs attached to one another?
You
We
just
all
say,
brought rope.
you
Yeah, I
just
got
say, Jim, I want to attach spears
All right.
and quarterstaffs, and they're attached.
Jim, that's what I would like to do, and I feel like that would give us about 18 to 20 feet of distance between us and the iron
And the chest. I couldn't have put that better myself. Yes.
It was my
Do
stupid
we have
idea.
any? I was gonna say, do we have any shields we can kind of block while we're doing this as well?
Anyone carrying a shield?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
Yeah,
carrying a
carrying a
shield.
shield.
Look at all these guys with shields.
Can we do a Norse shield wall in front of me while I do my best?
Yeah, you don't have enough. Yeah, you don't have enough shields to do that.
Can we do a half shield wall? All right. Well, I guess
No.
with me shielded, I will assume everyone is going to be smart enough to stand as far away from this beast as you can if you're not currently shielding me in some capacity. And from a distance, I try to pop that sucker open.
Okay, very good. So, Drahn, where are you standing?
I'm standing in front of Nim with my shield.
Oh, how very nice of you.
Mm-hmm.
Levi, where are you standing?
I'll try and stand over by the east, closer to the east.
Levi,
hallway.
where are you standing, buddy?
He said he's going to try to stand over by. He dropped. He's
Okay.
going to stand over by the east something, and then it went out.
Lance, where are you standing?
hang on. Yeah, I think Jim. Hang on 1 second. I think
Lance,
he
Scorpio.
booted out.
All right, so I will temporarily pause in making my marionette to lend my shield and stand in front of good Mr.
Oh, what a
Nim.
nice guy you are. Takes us to the wizard. Wizard?
So
No,
hang on.
okay. Takes us to Prometheus.
Yeah, see if Jim's having a technical.
Prometheus is standing on the stairs, covering behind his shield.
Okay, the stairs. So you're way away from the party.
No, I thought it was
Yeah.
right. Okay.
No, the part. Remember, this chest is in the middle, so
Right.
the stairs are 30 yards away.
Okay. Then I will add my shield to protecting Nim.
What a brave thing you do! And Nim, you're 20 yards away from trying to open the chest.
That's
Okay, very good. So Nim, roll me a 20-sided die.
14.
Everybody froze. That can't be good.
No, we're good. We're not
Okay.
froze. Yeah. I think we all held our breath as Jim tried to kill us.
Oh, Jim froze. There we go. Yeah, there's a thing. And a silence filled the room.
I am going to beat feet with Prometheus and Drahn. I don't think they can hear you.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I saw Jim freeze, and then I could hear some of you still able to hear him, so I didn't know what he actually said.
Yeah.
So we're having some technical difficulties, Jim. So he said that the box was successfully opened and a green mist is coming at us. And we're all beating feet, it sounds like.
Got it.
I love beating feet. Just a quick refresh.
Yep.
You're back, Drahn.
Yep.
All right. So if they did, yes, I will turn and go up the stairs as well.
Okay, very good. Takes us to Prometheus, who we know is going up the stairs.
Well, no, hold on. You said the green gas is just billowing, but it seems
Yeah.
to be billowing specifically in our direction.
I don't believe I said that. I just said it's coming out of the chest.
Oh, okay. Then yes, I will beat feet to the stairs.
Nim,
One final question about said gas. Is it coming at a fast rate, slow rate? What's it doing?
unusually fast.
Oh, I'm out of there. I actually run faster than everyone because I weigh like 97 pounds, and I think I
All
get
right. There we go. Okay, so as you get on the stairs, you see the four elves, and they say, okay, great. Give us a magic spear.
Oh, because we're outside again.
Well, you didn't get all the way outside. You just got on the stairs, but they're collecting their toll right now.
Can we see the stairs going up from here? Could we avoid them and head to the partially damaged upstairs?
Well, you know, you can do anything. We're here to have fun.
That's true.
But you suspect that these 4 elves are unusually skilled in what they do.
Picking off low-level dirtbags. Okay.
Yes, exactly.
We will cough up the spear.
Yeah. Which
Okay,
one are we
very
giving up, please?
Yeah, which
Do
one
they
is?
have any idea how long that gas will take to dissipate?
No, you have no idea.
Can I just mention that I don't think we even have these spears anymore, because I doubt I grabbed like a 20-yard long stick on my way out. So if they want those spears, they might need to just go retrieve them.
No,
Right.
no, I believe you said to yourselves, "Wow, those spears are really valuable. We want to make sure that we take them with us so that the enemy doesn't get a hold of them."
Well,
maybe toss theirs back down to the gas so they can test if it's clear.
Now you could do that, Lance, if you wanted to.
It might incite a little
you have-
violence.
You have a sneaking suspicion that there will be consequences for that action.
which of you is the leader?
Right
Scorpio.
now.
No, I'm sorry. Which of these 4 elven fighters that are
Oh yeah, Jeff the elf.
Jeff? Jeff the elf. Jeff, that's a fine name. It was my father's name.
Oh well, there you go.
We do have something in common.
Mine too.
We have something in common. I'm wondering if you would mind if we hold on to these spears a while longer, because it might aid us in getting even better magical items.
They all start chuckling. They think that's very funny.
We're not done yet.
Jeff holds out his hand for the spear.
I high-five him and then hand him the spear.
Okay, very good, and he takes it. Good job. We're glad to have you working in our tower. Please keep up the good work.
Do you know anything about the green mist that is billowing out of this chest?
No, of course not. Why would we?
Hey! That was cool.
All right.
Okay, here we are.
Is the door to the thing still open?
There was never closed. There was never a door. It was stairs.
So no, is any gas billowing out?
No.
Can we send the pseudo dragon down there to check it out? Or
Fun with that. I will take a look with its eyes and see as far as I can. Can I see? Is it more than a 240-foot descent?
The room is filled with green, foggy gas.
Okay, not going that way.
okay, I'll light a torch and throw it down in there.
Oh, really? Okay, that's interesting.
That would be awesome.
Okay, you lose sight of the torch.
Okay.
But
you
no
check-
other effect from the torch flame.
Is it burning off the gas? Is what I'm hoping.
You lose sight of the torch.
Yes, but can the wizard with his sight see if the gas is dissipating?
The torch guttered out, and the gas is still there.
Okay.
So let's up the ante on that and try a little Greek fire. Can I?
Oh God.
Ooh.
I'm gonna cover the end of one of my torches. I'll put a little honey on it, and then I'll take some of my hard pack mink oil, and then I'll dip the ends in the Greek fire and light that and chuck it.
Okay.
So that should give me the equivalent of thermite. So based on
It
temperature control.
should, yes. Give me a 20-sided die, my friend.
Roger that. 19.
Okay, the gas totally dissipates.
Nice. Woo!
Cheers, gents.
I high five the wizard.
Cheers, baby.
Just don't high five Jeff with your spear.
Yeah, whatever you do.
Well,
Okay, so we're naturally looking in the chest now.
yes.
We see the following. You see a blue potion bottle, a red potion bottle, a green potion bottle, and an orange potion bottle.
No gold.
No gold.
Looking at the chest for invisible objects, is there
Okay.
anything you can see?
No, you don't see anything. By the way, this is the Tower of Magic.
Okay.
So most of the treasures here are magical.
I see.
Now, if you want gold, you go to the Dwarf Tower.
Oh, see, we're learning. We're learning.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, 4 potion bottles. What do you want to do?
False bottom at the bottom
Do
of the
they
chest.
look glass?
They definitely look glass. They're kind of like crystal, maybe.
Love that.
You don't think it's fragile glass. You think it's maybe tough crystal.
And how are they arranged in the chest? Are they laying on
No,
the ground?
That's a great question. In the north corner is the blue one. In the south corner is the red one. In the west corner is the green one. In the east corner is the orange one.
Love it.
If I use identify, can I identify all of them?
The identify will do up to 4. Which version are you doing first? First edition or second?
First, probably.
Yeah, that's the only one I know. Okay. So that should be able to hit that number. You're a 3rd level or are you a 2nd level?
First level.
First, you're 2 and 1. That's your set.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Crap.
Because I thought we needed a wizard.
Yeah, I heard that. Well, so problem 1 is you're gonna knock off 8 points of Constitution when you do that.
Okay.
Let's try simple stuff first.
Sure.
I'm going to put my hand over the box, not in the box, and splay from pouch 4 a little bit of salt and see if there's any reaction by the crystal.
There's an unusual amount of heat coming from that box.
Okay. All right. That makes about right sense. So we're going to avoid the barbecue. What's the range on identify? It's touch.
You can.
Yeah, you don't want to.
Yeah, you got to touch them.
Yep, that would be all bad.
Might not be all bad. Come on.
I throw one of my dead rats into the chest.
Okay, it starts sizzling.
Okay. Yeah, that does seem all bad.
Now we know why he brought the dead rats.
There's a lot of use for dead rats. I'm just.
Although I've got kernels of corn, we could probably Jiffy Pop right now and at least.
Wow, right now, yeah, that'd be great.
We could have a little 5-minute break. That's not so bad. Smoke them if you got them. Guys, do we want to mess with these? So we could probably extract them with a. Hang on, let me make sure this is actually true.
Sounds like we found our new group leader. I nominate thee.
Using spellcraft, is there a chance I can figure out the mechanics of what we're seeing?
If you get a hold of the bottle.
Oh, I'd have to. So to see how the the thermal reaction is going.
No, you won't be able to figure that out.
Is the chest like stuck to the ground? I mean, can it be tilted?
They haven't tried moving it yet.
Let's pour a little water from water skin on it from outside the chest and see if there's a reaction to the water.
Are you pouring it in the chest or on the outside of the chest?
I'm gonna pour a little toward the northern part of the chest. Blue potion.
Okay, it sizzles.
It does. Okay. And can I repeat that at every location just to see if that's real?
Of course you can. We're here to have fun.
We are. Okay. So does that function repeat there?
Yeah, it sizzle, 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 sizzle.
Okay. So it's a deep fried box.
I like Levi's idea of trying to tilt it out. Is that a bad idea?
No, that's a good idea. Who's got the 1869?
Scorpio?
That's Scorpio, yeah.
Scorpio, were you 3 or 4 in battle order? I have Nim, Levi.
I was in the back.
Yeah, he's in the back.
I thought we swapped Lance for Nim.
I was in the front and put Nim in the front because he had the...
You're all kind of together right now on the stairs.
So let's do this. Why don't you kind of see if you can rotate it at all? What are you wearing for armor?
Heavy armor.
Yeah, really nice plate mail.
You're wearing
plate mail and a large shield.
When it heats up.
Do any of the elves notice heat source looking at the outside of the box?
That's fair.
Nope.
Jim?
No, doesn't look hot at all.
All right. So do you want to take a shot at that, Scorpio, and see if you can touch it without frying?
I shall. I'll try. Anything for the team.
You have no problem grabbing the box.
All right. So, and you said it's a cube, 2 by 2 by 2?
Yes.
Can we do a counterclockwise 30-degree turn?
Sure.
Is that what you're doing, Scorpio?
I shall take the group leader's advice.
It turns easily, but you hear a click.
Nice.
This is bad. Okay. Now, our find traps was cast on a 10 by 5 cube.
Yeah.
What is the duration? That's the cleric spell?
Yes, it is.
Do you know your duration on that? I just can't remember it. I think it's at least 3 turns, so you should have time. It would be page 45. Hang on, I can look it up.
Do you feel like since you're not running the game, you have tons of time?
Sorry, what?
Jim, why don't you tell us about your latest product that you're selling?
I'm in the middle of writing some Dragon Scales product. You can find Dragon Scales on firesidecreations.com, and there is a Facebook page for Dragon Scales. It's a fantasy role-playing game that uses that brilliantly uses a deck of cards instead of dice to determine what happens in the game.
Super awesome. I wrote the purple dragon in Dragon Scales. This picture here, I created that for his game, and that is the purple dragon inside the game. Sorry.
That we make anthology, short story anthologies. There are 3 Dragon Scales short story anthologies that are coming out next month on Amazon.
Oh, wow.
And I have a story in each one, and I'm very proud of them.
Yep,
and we got a lot of good writers doing the other stories. So
Very cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I have to agree. But that takes us back to this box that our good friend Scorpio has, and he's lifted it up a little bit, but then we heard a click, and we're all kind of worried about the click.
So it looks like Find Traps is still running. Can we tell anything?
Well, he hasn't told me that he's trying to use it.
Got it.
I'm trying to use it.
Love it. Love that.
The bottom of the box is trapped with another deadly awesome trap.
Did any of the 4 potion bottles move at rotation?
He didn't tell me that he wanted that to happen.
But turning it 30 degrees, are any of them, just by looking in the open box, can we see anything move?
No, they're still in their corners.
Damn.
In my own little corner.
So this box is definitely going to be either A, time waster, or B, a body waster.
I don't know what you're talking about, Wizard. I don't understand.
Does anyone want to get in the middle of the mix on this, or should we just let it be for now?
I have no reason for these potions. I'm good to move on.
If it's indeed tilted at 30 degrees, can I walk over behind it and look under and see if I see anything?
You do see a weird little lever thing.
Lever. Like a bear trap type lever, or?
It's kind of like a 6-inch rod that has become unsprung by the lifting of the box.
Got it.
Sounds like a Sir Mix-a-Lot song.
Yeah.
So are we in a situation? Are we in a situation again where we could use our very long stick to lever it all the way up and over?
Ooh, that's an idea.
So we have 9 columns in this room. Have we given any thought to the potential? I mean, do these go floor to ceiling, Jim?
Yes, they do, sir.
They are probably structural.
You actually can't see the ceiling using your light sources.
But with my vision, is it 240 feet up?
Oh,
You love me.
I absolutely have to kill that pseudo dragon as soon as possible.
Yeah, that's so not cool.
It's 200 feet up.
Got it.
Does it look like if we reset this lever, that will disarm the trap?
You don't know. It's a good thought.
So couldn't I just reach in there and do that?
Well, you haven't told me you want to do that.
I'm going to do that.
Okay, you hear a loud click.
Is the chest now free moving? Can it be continue to turn? That would be what, another 45 degrees, folks?
Yeah, sure, no problem at all.
All right, so at that angle, is it off? Can we see the object beneath? Is it a plate?
It seems to be some kind of lever.
Okay, and that's going through the floor?
That is going through the floor, and now it was 6 inches up off the floor. but now it's back down on the floor with Nick's action, with Prometheus's action.
Got it. Okay. So we just have to decide if we want to try and extract something from the box.
Is there still heat coming out of the box with my
Nope.
infravision?
Nope.
So they're good to get. We can reach in and get them now.
Or we should drip some water in and see if
Right.
we get a
Let's try our Betty Crocker rules of fun. Can we sprinkle a little water in and see if that still sizzles?
So do you sprinkle it on the dead rat, or do you just do it on the box?
I'm gonna go for everything but the rat.
Okay, no sizzles at all.
Got it. Let's stick something like we still have a magic spear left.
Yes.
Well, actually, do we still have the find traps active? I mean, maybe the trap got deactivated.
Oh, that's a thought too. Yes, it's 3 turns. So Jim, what's our current duration down here?
12 minutes.
Okay. So Nim, is that you or is that Drahn?
No, that's Drahn.
Drahn, can you give us a knock on that?
Hit it.
So you're looking at the trap, and the trap is definitely there. It's definitely deadly. So you notice the trap.
Looking inside the box, is there still a trap?
Nope.
No. All right. So is it Prometheus or is it Nim who still has a spear? Who gave theirs up?
I gave mine up.
Okay.
Thank you, Jesus.
There we go. All right, Prometheus, you're the man of the hour.
I'll reach in and pull out the potions.
With your hands?
Yep.
What a man.
Okay, the bottles are quite warm. You grab the blue one first. You grab the red one next. You grab the green one next. And now you have the orange one. And they're all 4 of them, about 6 inches long, 4 inches wide. And there's swishy liquid in each one with corks at the top.
6x4 cork. Wow. Okay.
Do the magic users have any experience with potions where we could identify these on site, saying, "Oh, if it's blue, you know what it is. It's water."
Well,
Wouldn't that be nice? Oh man, that'd be so great if you knew that.
He said spellcraft would be appropriate when we actually got them out. So I do have that. Will herbalism or spellcraft give us a roll to see if we know anything?
Absolutely, herbalism will do it for you.
All right, that's a check at intelligence -2.
Yep.
10. So I make that check.
Oh, look at that. So that's the blue one is a 1d8 healing potion.
Healing, roger that. Okay. Do it for each one. Got it.
Yeah, of course.
I know. I was all excited, Monty. I'm gonna go for green, but I choked with a 20.
Okay.
Chrome, do you have herbalism?
No, I do not.
Got it.
I'm only barely into magic. It's like, you know,
I'm
just doing card tricks.
I'll do 9, which was red.
Okay, red one is a poison potion.
Love that.
Just dab a little bit of it and die instantly.
Perfect. Today, that'll get us more friends. And orange was a 5.
Orange is a potion of invisibility.
Ooh, perfect. Like I am.
And you suspect that each one of these works once for
Okay.
one person, and we are definitely doing miscability. So if we drink one potion, and then within a certain time limit, we drink another one, unexpected things could happen.
Learned
So
that.
one question though, on the poison one, can we use that at the tip of the spears or something to enhance the effectiveness?
You don't know. You don't know until you try.
The biggest challenge you're going to have is alignment based. So for any of you who are in the neutral range, you probably could get away with it 1 or 2 times. Those of us with good would take the check because Jim is pretty strong on alignment.
I am definitely strong in alignment, and you guys know from personal experience that foes that see you use poison attack you harder.
Yep. So
Prometheus is chaotic neutral.
well, there you go. So I think you're the owner of the poison one.
Good.
You or I should probably have healing as you're as a fighter, you're a lot stronger than I am.
Yeah, you should take the healing.
Does anyone have an issue with that, or Levi between the two?
Okay, now keep in mind that when we get back to this, first of all, the elves will be grabbing one of these, and when you get back to the city, you have to roll for those potions.
Right, but I think we may use them up long before we get there.
Okay, and that's fine.
And we're happy to give the elves the poison one. Good luck with that.
And we've got wounded people that might be able to use the healing already from certain throwing stars.
Yeah, I'm happy to cough it up if my action screwed that to the boot.
I don't know if this has been declared yet. If we use these magical potions and we get back outside, what happens with the elves? Do they?
Yeah, they made it clear that it's only stuff that you bring up
Right,
that you didn't have when you went down.
We could give them like the equivalent of the tuna can. Here you go. That was good. Enjoy that.
Yeah.
Not go over poorly.
For a second
Discard
there,
crystal vial.
All right,
They-
so we have invisibility. That's probably awesome for either the monk or someone else who can hit really hard.
Okay, now, and you know that you drink the invisibility potion, you become invisible, but the second you attack,
Right.
you become visible again.
It's toast, correct. Different than the spell, which is 24 hours until impact.
So we'll have the monk hold the invisibility potion for now,
Okay.
and the potions we don't know, we'll just we'll have the wizard carry those in the general.
There's only one you don't know.
Right. We don't know green. Do you want to carry it, Chrome, or do you want me to carry it?
How about you carry it?
All right. So
Alrighty.
So there we go there.
So now we're facing a room with an east-west corridor.
And
We
you can
haven't
go
looked at the pillars.
past the columns to the north.
Oh, you
We
can
have
go past
we have
that?
not searched that area.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and search that area.
Okay, so that area is a 40 by 40 yard square chamber
That's
with
north.
that's north. Yes, this is up north.
Got it.
With 2 doors to the west, 2 doors to the east, and 2 great big carved bronze doors to the north.
Right. 40 by 40 cube.
Yes.
So there's a total of 5 doors.
No, there's a
Six.
total of
Six.
2, 4, 6 doors.
Yeah.
2 to the east, 2 to the west, and 2 to
I
the
thought
north.
the 2 to the north were a double door.
Yeah.
Well, it's 2 doors together. Yes, you're right, Prometheus. It's a double door, but it's still 2 doors.
Yes. Are the ones to the east and the west also double doors or individual
Nope.
doors?
No, they're individual doors.
Ah, okay.
Well, let's
And
go
the
ahead.
north ones are bronze.
I would suggest working right to left, working east to west. Let's start opening these single doors and see what's inside.
Do we want to detect traps on them first, or do we?
If we still have it running.
Oh, that's fair. Okay.
So can we send the cleric into the space and see if he can spot any traps before it goes dead on us?
Yeah, okay, you don't spot any traps on the door.
Okay.
Can we check all of them before it goes dead?
Maybe
12 minutes in.
if he hustles,
I hustle.
probably.
Drahn, we need you to run like hell.
Yeah, really.
I run sprint like it's
Like no tomorrow.
Yeah,
So
it's
none of the doors are trapped.
Okay. So let's Monk, would you do the honors and check the locks on moving right to left?
Sure. Do we know that we have a lock?
No, you just have door handles, no locks.
Oh well, then just crack it
No,
open.
let's-
Get
let's-
that beast down.
And you're saying east side? We're going to kind of bang on the east side door?
On the east side door. And the door opens, and you see 3 goblins with javelins, and they throw their javelins. The
Javelin.
first one's going to hit,
Bummer.
the second one misses, and the third one's going to hit. So, my good friend, 1, 2, 3, 4. My good friend Drahn gets hit for 2 points of damage.
I'm reminded of the quote from The Princess Bride. I do not think that word means what you think it means. When he keeps calling me
Yeah.
his good friend and then applies damage.
I know. Okay, 2 points of damage. That takes us to the other person getting hit with a javelin, which is Lance gets hit for
Okay.
Take it, tank.
5 points of damage.
Ooh.
Lance, where are you, Lance? Come on, where are you hiding? There you are.
That should put me at 16 points.
Yes, sir. Okay, so you see these 3 goblins, and they are ready to arrow again, but you could slam the door if you wanted.
Can I attack with the spear?
Well, okay, that means you have to go in the room.
Yeah, I'm going.
We're not in range.
You're not in range, right? Well, with the spear, he can do it next meal. We're in the second melee turn now.
Yes.
And if he wants to go in, he can definitely start fighting.
I'm going to go in and stab one
20-sided die, my good friend.
with my special magic spear.
Of course.
I think I'm going to get 17 with a
That's
facto of 17.
Very nice hit. And you cleave a goblin in half.
That's what I'm talking about.
Every elf should.
Yeah. That takes us to Drahn.
Smacky bangy. Especially
Okay.
since I'm gonna pull a stupid javelin out of my body and smack him with my mace.
Okay, great.
I think it's smite.
Yes, I will smite. Smite,
Okay.
smack. Well, it really depends on the neighborhood you're from.
I know.
Yeah.
Of course, I got a 12.
That's a hit. You destroy one of the goblins, which takes us to Levi.
Well, I'm gonna go in and whack with my staff,
Okay.
and of course I get a 6.
That's a miss. Takes to Scorpio.
I can't let them fight by themselves, so I will step in
No.
and fight, and I will roll my d20, and I got a 2.
Okay.
But I
Takes
look
us-
good doing it.
Yeah. Takes us to the wizard.
I'm going to bide until the end of the turn.
Takes us to Nim.
I'm assuming I just still have my long sword out because I haven't pulled anything else out. Or can I shoot with my short sword?
Shoot. You don't shoot with a short sword.
I'm sorry, short bow.
You can use your short bow.
But
What are
you
you-
might get your friends.
Oh, you're all in there. You're all stupid, and you're all in there. Fine, I rush in with my long sword. Jeez. And I nat 20. I'll take
You got a
it.
20?
Sure.
Yeah, the first 20
Okay.
of the game.
We have 3 dead goblins on the floor bleeding profusely.
Hopefully they have healing potions, because some of us could use it.
Nim,
Yeah,
you're
right.
a fighter?
Nim's what?
You're a fighter? I'm just very
I'm a fighter.
Roger that.
Ride or die. Well, let's check the bodies. There's nothing else.
Yeah,
to do.
okay.
There's
So
nothing-
you find some horrible bows and some horrible javelins and 4 copper pieces.
Well, all right.
Oh,
sure.
put that in the accounts. If we
10,
test this
yeah.
the right way, everybody.
10 copper equals 1 silver. 10 silver equals 1 gold.
Right.
10 gold equals 1 platinum.
I thought it was 5-1.
No, it's 5.
In my and Gary's world, it's 10 to 1.
Of course it is.
I'm going back out into the main chamber or any of the other doors opening, and I'm drawing my bow out now.
No, they're not opening.
The room that we're in is dead. Nothing else in there.
Jim, can we tell the size of the room where the goblins are?
Yes, sir, you can. It is another 40 by 40 room with a corridor going south in the east end of the room.
Okay.
Checking that out.
And corridor, not a door, but an actual corridor on the south wall.
Yeah, it goes 20 yards. And in the middle of the west wall, there's a door. And in the south wall in the middle, there's a door.
Well, we're going to come to that door on the west wall first, correct?
Yes.
Wouldn't the south door take us back into the main chamber?
It would take us. It would take you back into the east corridor.
Right. Right. If there's a corridor from the main chamber that goes east that we looked at, we should be connecting up to that. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, well let's go to this west door and not throw it wide open.
Okay. So you're just gonna open it a crack?
So do we still have the find trap thing alive? Or
No, that is now
Okay.
done.
I'll die. I'll take the hit. Let's just check it.
All right. So we're 30 minutes in at this point.
Okay. The horrible smell of goblin offal fills your nostrils as you open that door.
We found the latrine.
So that's not like tacos or anything.
No,
Smells
very
like
much.
my ex-wife.
Yeah, I know, it's terrible.
And
It's an awful smell. It makes you nauseous.
I don't sense any movement beyond the door.
No, all you see is some trash, and way in the corner there's an old shield.
Does the shield appear to be of any value?
You're too far. You're very far away. You are 20 yards away from that shield.
How far is the trash?
What
Hey,
was that?
can the monk moving nimbly go get it for us?
Of course he can if he wants to walk in a foot of goblin offal.
Could he climb walls around the side?
No.
Could I lasso the shield and drag it towards us?
There's a slight possibility, but you'll get your rope all full of goblin offal.
Well, what I'll do is I'll cut the part of the rope that gets dirty after I get it out.
Is that what you want to do?
That's what I want to do.
Okay. So you snag the shield and you pull it towards you, and there you are with the shield.
Okay. Then I'll cut that rope, and working with my gloves, I'll get the shield untied and I'll inspect it.
Okay, it's covered in goblin offal.
I'll wash it off with some water.
Okay, it'll take all of the water from your canteen or wineskin or whatever you were using,
All right.
and there's weird markings on the shield that you aren't sure what they are.
Okay. This seems like probably a pretty good shield, though. Then, right?
Yep.
It seems like a pretty good shield.
All right. We'll toss it into the magic stockpile.
Okay, but it really stinks.
Put it with my rats. We'll
Yeah,
be
put it with the rats.
How about we'll give it to Nim Sarjor, the rat boy? Maybe.
Nim, you're going to carry it?
I'll take it.
And Nim, are you going to use it or just...
I will use it alongside my longsword.
Okay.
All right, so roll me a 6-sided die, Nim.
Does the smell give him an advantage against the enemy?
What'd you get?
4.
Okay, nothing happens.
Sweet.
Just so I know, Jim, how can I refer to it? Goblin offal shield? What do you want me to call it?
The GOS.
That's an interesting question. I think you'll have to call it shield map.
Ooh. So we inspected to see. I mean, this is going to give us the map of the building? I hope.
Well, that's why you rolled the die, and you didn't roll a good enough die.
Somebody bring it
Can I
away
take a look at it with my vision and see if I see anything specific? Can Nim, you flip it over for me and I can look at both sides?
I could do all the things, everything you need.
Roll a 12-sided die there, wizard.
Roger that. 10?
You think you identify the chamber with the Spriggans in it.
Okay, so I can just figure out the main hall.
Yeah.
Is it that the rest is obscured and I could attempt to unobscure it, or is it just a lack of intelligence?
No, you got plenty of intelligence. It's just kind of it's in weird icons that you're not familiar with. Except you do know that if you go through the big iron doors in that other room, that you will be facing goblins.
Okay. I do have
iron or bronze door?
and ancient language and reading and writing if I can make a shot at any of those.
Okay, give me a 20-sided die.
Roger that. It's a check -1. And that was a 7.
All right. That's not. No, you just have identified the huge goblin chamber.
Okay, and that's to the north through the double bronze doors?
Yes.
Can we see the sizing of the door by looking at the shield?
No.
Okay.
So
But
Prometheus has a few
that's
wizards.
a large amount of goblins.
It's not drawn to scale.
Okay, understood.
So Prometheus has a few wizardly skills. Can he give it a shot?
Yeah, of course you can, because this is a fun game.
How about a 3?
Yeah, well, you gave it a shot.
You accidentally hit it with your sword.
Yeah, really.
So we know there's goblins beyond those big iron doors.
Yes, for sure.
Are goblins known to have lots of loot? Hmm.
No.
No,
The last goblins you saw had coppers.
So we got the equivalent of 4 cents.
Yeah, really.
With all of this in mind, I'm not going to wield the shield in battle for fear of screwing up the markings. We'll just leave that alone.
Okay. That's kind of sad for me, but good for you guys.
Okay, so maybe we could continue down this corridor in this room.
Yes, you bet for sure. Now, do we need to take a break for 5 minutes
Oh, bio
so
break?
that you guys can use the bio break?
I don't need
Some of us may have to shed some opals, so
Okay. Yeah, great. So why don't you guys do that for 5 minutes, and we will start again at 4:30.
She's getting ready for our date tonight.
Who's getting ready for the date?
She's getting ready. I'm already ready. I already took enough Viagra to kill a horse.
I see. Are we?
I don't even need it. But if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Are we going to end up with some nice pictures after the date?
No, those would be bad. No, we are gonna go get Thai massages, and then we're gonna get some Italian food.
Wow, sounds wonderful.
Yeah, it is fun. I need it.
There we go.
Worked. And you went out with your little granddaughter today.
I did. It was delightful. Well, she's 17, but it was very fun. She's a grand creature. All of my 6 grandkids are wonderful beyond words, so I'm very happy with them.
Where is she going with her life as she finishes high school?
She's in high school. The other 2 went to medical colleges. They want to be nurses.
Oh, wow.
So I don't know what's going to happen to her. She has a boyfriend, but she refuses to call him a boyfriend, which I think is kind of interesting. So, Walt, how many people we got watching this game?
So for quite a bit, we had around 18 to 20. And then right now we're holding at 16. Want to say hey to everybody watching on multiple Twitch streams as we're being hosted by several different people.
All right, that's wonderful.
Yeah, very, very cool.
Now's a good time to run the ad for Supers, which is a game that Walt designed.
Oh my
We
goodness.
could do that. I was wondering about that.
So way back, there was myself and one of my business partners was like, we should own a role-playing game. And what better kind of game to have would be, we decided to chase down a license for superheroes because who doesn't like superheroes? And we got in touch with Simon Washburn, and we picked up his Supers license. The game is a D6 style pool game where my D6 versus your D6. Since we've picked up the license, we've created a revised edition, which we have nicknamed Red, and spawned a bunch of different things, such as the tactical rule set, which is called Search and Destroy by Gary Brown, and then the Merc, should you need a mercenary unit for your either your tactical group or your superhero group. So we have lots of products. Lots of third-party support with tons of characters and fun, and now we will be kind of pushing that rule set as far and as fast as we can go, using our kind of like our Search and Destroy rule set to create the Galaxy's Edge role-playing game, which we've already had 2 playtests. They have gone swimmingly. A 3rd playtest is in the works. So the first time we played a Legionnaire unit, the second time was a Nether Ops unit, and this third upcoming game will be all about the Featherheads, our fine friends in the plains that make all the bombs go boom.
Very cool. Gothic Serpent Unit Unleashed.
Yes. So if you get a minute, run over to hazardstudio.net. Find all the products that are free to make your designs all dangerous.
I got to play it, and it was a lot of fun. It was very Legion combat, and so if you're part of the Galaxy's Edge audience watching and you really want miniatures, those are coming your way.
Nice.
Yes. And I got to tell you, working miniatures, oh my goodness, what a what a lot of work. There's some.
Yes, they are. I have to agree.
Yeah. So
I stopped using them years ago because I thought they slowed down the game tremendously.
well, we got them on the board today, and it's kind of cool because like all of the small miniatures that are on the board and representing the different characters can be moved by those characters. And then of course we have our splattered goblin miniatures, which are really a lot of fun to do in digital. So and if we make them big so that everybody can see them, you can see it is in fact a splattered goblin.
I like people's like sort of crafting miniatures game. Just like I don't want to play with them, but like they're almost works of art what people do. So I'm super excited. I think Jason and I are thinking up some sort of swag prizes for the first people to paint Legionnaire miniatures, and we want to see what that's all about.
Oh hell yeah!
We offer some sets. It's going to be pretty cool. Switching over to Greyhawk, James, a lot of people in our past podcasts wanted to talk about your memories of it and your adventure. So maybe let's talk about the first time that you played and what happened to you.
Oh, okay, that's fair. I rolled up a wizard character, and we went down into Gary's dungeon, and you'll see this on the 5th level if you survive to get there. And we saw 3 doors, and so we got to pick which door we wanted to go to. And naturally, we picked the door on the right because we always went right when we had a choice. We always went right because it just seemed like a smart thing to do. And so I went to Kong Island with King Kong, and it was the middle of the night, and we started walking around in the dark, and we came to this great big hut. And so I naturally tossed my single spell, my light spell, into the hut, and I woke up 20 Zulu natives. And the 20 Zulu natives came pounding out of the hut, and the 6 of us ran for our very lives, and they threw their spears and nailed me in the back and killed me after 16 minutes of play.
Oh. And so after the fact, there you are. You have a dead character. You're told the infamous "make a new character" by Gary.
Yeah, no, because you don't get to make a new character until you get back out of the dungeon.
Okay, so they had
I had to sit there and listen while the other people ran for their lives, and a couple more of them died, and they all blamed me for some strange reason that I don't understand.
But later, Gary took you aside and said, "There, it's okay."
No, lucky for me.
Was he a comforter, or was he like sort of like you are, just gleeful at player character death?
He was gleeful at all the player character death. Whenever we died, we deserved to die.
Okay. So how did you deserve to die in that respect?
Lucky for me, Ernie had a wish spell. So he was the last one alive. So he wished us all alive and well back in Greyhawk City. And so that's how while my character died, he came back ready to play again.
And that would be Drawmage.
That would be Drawmage. Yeah, it would.
He's still alive to this day somewhere.
He is 14th level dude. He's one of the leaders in the Greyhawk City. Mm-hmm. And he's working on interdimensional travel.
Okay. Well,
that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Maybe we'll get to meet him.
Maybe, yeah. And plus, there's lots of Gary things in this dungeon. As I was writing these things for you guys, I kept remembering fun things, and so there, lots and lots of stuff that you have to encounter and face, and hopefully survive.
I think that we will. I think the bet was 30 minutes, and I think we're working on about 2 hours now. So
yes. And the question is, do we want to play 3 hours or 4 hours, Nick?
I'm up for what everybody's up. I mean, I'm having fun. Let's explore a little more. But if anybody wants to shut it down, we can shut it down.
Okay.
There is that.
Is
Yes,
this
sir.
live, is this live streaming or just going to be?
This is live. This is live. Yeah. With enough love, we'll do a 24-hour stream.
I've got another game after this whenever I'm done, so I could play whatever and just come. Wow, it doesn't matter.
30 minutes is our time, so that's what we'll do. At 5 o'clock my time, we will end. We have to get you back to town and divide up the experience and the treasure. So that's the last 10 minutes of the game.
James, where are you in America? Where are you living?
I'm in Wisconsin, God's country, Wisconsin.
No, Texas is God's country, but it's cool. I mean, I'll share. That's fine.
I live in the People's Republic of California. It's great.
Yeah, great. Yeah, sure it is. And talk about offal on the streets. You've lived through it. Your whole town is filled with offal on the streets.
That's true. That is.
So how long have we been playing? Because I think we just set a world record for NIM for no one mentioning Texas from Texas. I think we want to put that in the calendars.
Maybe we do.
Let's bang out another room and then we'll head back to town.
All right, very good.
All right, we got to make some decisions. We can either go south back into the eastern corridor. We could go back to the main room to go in the open western corridor, or we could mess going north through the big bronze doors. That doesn't seem to be very profitable, just mostly slaughter.
Right.
So the other option is we also have in the second room, we have the option to go through the unexplored west side double doors. So if we're looking at our map here, we could go down and over, heading in that direction. We could go through the bottom doors, or we could go through the second set of doors, and we don't want to go north.
So on the big east-west corridor, the west is totally unexplored, and
Correct.
maybe it won't have any goblins in it.
Yeah, that could be.
Yeah, let's give that a shot.
Wouldn't that be wonderful?
It's important to have hope.
So we're going west.
Sir.
So we're going past the dead Spriggans.
Yes.
That were in. We're going past the stairs up to the elves
And over into the western corridor.
into the western corridor. Okay, very good. So your lights reveal 6 of the cutest little mushroom men you've ever seen.
Don't like mushroom men.
They're 1 inch tall. They have little spears, and they're raising their spears at you and shaking their 1 inch spears at all of you. And there's six of them there in the middle of the corridor.
Mushroom men never go well. I've been to multiple parties.
Now I do have the option in my kit. I think I have 3 flasks of oil with strips of cloth. I could toss those and try to set them all on fire.
You could, yeah. You could.
For that?
Absolutely.
So the biggest problem is mushroom men probably spray. Don't know that to be true, but that might be true. We might want to give them a little bit more of a deep fry.
So what you're saying is we need somebody with a wand of fireballs.
Well, we got.
Boy, that would be handy.
We got the B team, so we could do the rest of my Greek fire, or I can use one of my magical incantations that can we could set on full char broil.
Let's do that.
A Gordon Ramsay look to you. Let's see what you could do with these shrooms.
All right.
These little bastards.
All right. I'm gonna interlace my fingers and point straight forward, Jim, and scream char broil.
Oh boy, you're gonna use your burning hands?
Indeed.
All right.
Should we add our oil flask to the conflagration?
Just for fun.
Yeah.
You can do anything.
I'm going to throw a dead rat at them.
I'm going to throw I'm going to throw 3 flasks of oil.
3 flasks of oil.
Damn.
Yeah, the only good mushroom man is a dead mushroom man.
Okay, you start a great big conflagration there, and the mushroom men are burnt.
Okay.
Can we eat them?
Does that take care of any spores or things ejected from them as well?
Well, what do you think, Wizard? Do you think that would take care of spores?
At that level of violence, yeah, I think it's a non-vitriol based equation.
Well, then clearly you're correct, and there's no problem at all.
I don't think we're going down the west corridor. That's all I've got to say.
Okay.
Can we proceed north and then to the western doors, the double doors?
Yes, of course.
Party, any issue with that?
Let's do it.
All right, let's knock those doors and take a peek.
Okay, you open those doors and you see 12 little 1-inch tall mushroom men with their little spears, and they seem to be welcoming you into the room with them.
Ooh.
That looks happy. Let's close that door.
Okay. That door is closed.
All right, so our only other option is the first original east corridor and see if it continues on past the narthex that would take us north.
Well, there's the goblin door too.
Right. That's plan G, and plan G probably equals plan D for us.
All right.
Goblins is like getting tacos after the bar.
Uh-huh.
Well, I would think it's more like cheesy fries because you're going to be kind of pissed, and you don't really end up with anything that you wanted. Tacos, at least you figured you loaded up and you got something to show for your effort. Cheesy fries, it's a crap.
Yeah, in the morning. Yeah.
In California, cheesy fries are our tacos. We can have tacos morning, noon, and night.
Okay.
Cheesy fries are delicious.
That's why cheesy
Trust
fries
the fat guy.
and they go worse. Maybe you're giving me a poutine equation, so who knows?
Who knows?
All right. Can we proceed down the eastern corridor and take a look?
Yes, absolutely. So you go down 30 yards, and you come to a door to the north. Guess what that is?
That's where we were.
Yep. Yeah, I don't
And
think
then-
back to where the 3 dead goblins are.
Yeah, and you can continue down the corridor if you wish.
Please.
You go 40 more yards to a door to the north.
40 more.
Yep, and the corridor continues on.
Okay.
So are we going to the door, or are we continuing on?
Let's check that door.
So you open it up.
Well, I think we'll have the monk see if it's locked.
It isn't locked. It opens up easily.
All right. What's
And
in
it opens up to a room filled with goblin offal.
Again,
No, that makes sense because
same one.
that should be the second half based on what we. Do we see our tracks where he went in, or no? He roped it and dragged it. Is that right?
Yeah, yes, he did. He roped it and dragged it. So
Can we-
no, that door was to the west. This is a
Right.
door to the north.
So this is okay. So this is the actual. Got it. Okay.
They just
All
grabbed
right.
it everywhere.
There's
man.
Now that
another-
we've walked around a little bit, does the shield make more sense?
Oh, roll a 6-sided die, my friend.
3.
Nope, doesn't make any sense at all.
Damn it. Do you guys want to go in there or leave it?
Let's
Can we
see.
see anything
Okay.
in there?
Actually, the corridor continues too. Is that accurate?
Yes, it does continue.
Do we see anything obvious of value in the offal chamber?
No,
But the same height, about approximately 1 foot, or is it getting higher?
there are piles, 2
Yeah.
and 3 foot tall piles in there.
Piles equal O tubes. Let's not.
Okay, so we're continuing east.
Please.
Yes.
Okay, very good. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 feet east, there's a door to the north, or the corridor continues on. I'm sorry, 70 yards east, or a corridor to the
Let's check that.
door.
Let's check that door.
Okay, and that door opens into another big area.
Okay. About the same size, another 40 by 40.
No, you can't. No, it's an odd area. There's it's 20 yards to some pillars to the north,
20 yards.
and you're going to. What's going to be this one? And you're hearing some chanting to the north, and then the corridor. In that room, when you walk into the room, the corridor continues to the east.
Hey, Monk, do you understand any of that chanting?
Yeah, I understand dwarf, common, elf, and orc. So is any
Yeah. No, none of that good stuff.
How about ancient language or religion?
How about roll me a 6-sided die, Andrew?
Roger that. 6.
It's a shaman casting a spell of protection.
Yes. Would spellcraft give me a shot to know if it's protection from good?
Nope.
Okie dokie.
I think we beat TFO.
Can you send the dragon into scout? It's invisible, right?
It's 80%. It's basically a chameleon, so it can be seen. The higher his hit dice, the more chance he's got.
We could send the monk in with a potion of invisibility.
Or I have the spell invisibility.
We could
You
do that.
could.
Let's get let's get a scout on. Whether a pseudo dragon or invisible monk.
What do we want to do?
I'll have a little bit of viewing, so I will. Actually, Monk, you probably have me on hit points.
Yeah.
Do you want to take a look? Are you up for that, Levi, or is that too high risk? Actually, you have moved silently, don't you?
You should.
Yes, I do. But what's my
Kane
chance?
walks on the rice paper.
Actually, I've got an 89% on the move silently.
Wow, 89%.
And are you Mabden or Elven?
Human.
You're a human.
Human.
Boy, don't be so disappointed when you say that. Jeez.
Yeah, so I can't see what's going on. Is the room dark?
No, it's well lit.
Oh.
Has the shaman seen us?
The pillars are in the way, so you can't see what the shaman are doing.
Shaman. It sounds like more than one voice.
There's definitely 3.
Oh. 3 distinct voices.
Wow.
We got 3 spellcasters against us.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
What do you want to do?
I do have dead rats. Just remember that.
Well, let's at least recon with invisibility so we at least know.
Well, so I have my second circle spell would allow me to step in and cast Forget, so that if it was all bad, we'd at least have a shot that they wouldn't know WTF.
How many goblins you gonna get with that spell?
What, goblins? Did you say goblins?
I did.
The more
So they're shaman goblins.
the more good
Yeah, shaman goblins are like 0.5 of shaman.
I'm not too worried anymore.
We'll see about that, Prometheus.
You guys can take them. You're tough.
All right, let's try that. Okay, so if there's 3 to 4 of them, well, at a half hit dice, they have to their save isn't penalized. But if it's 2 or less that are spellcasters, let's
Your invisibility that you can cast, is it area or singular?
singular. Mine currently lasts for 24 hours. I am invisible for that long. I just have to strip.
You cast invisibility on you. You can't.
So I have two currently cast spells so that I can hold my regular spells. One was armor, which lowers my physical AC until I take damage, and the second one was invisibility, which is giving me 24 hours of supermax.
I see.
My only memorized spell right now is Forget at second circle.
Okay. Do elves innately move silently, even if I have like elven chain?
Yes, they do.
Okay. I thought
So what if the wizard accompanies me in with my bow, and I poison and I poison 4 arrows?
Yeah, just don't tell us that part.
Yeah, he doesn't know that, and I just need him to hold my arrows while I shoot.
Well,
Okay.
And if we get a shot and everything goes to shit, I can at least take a crack at trying to get them to forget we're in there, and we can walk back out.
No,
Wizard, what's your alignment?
NG.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go
So
ahead.
if I know if I know you're doing that, so you'd have to poison them without my knowledge.
Oh no, yeah, I use the elven sleight of hand. I would never do anything bad. I'm Prometheus. I'm the hero. I don't do whack shit.
Now, what is the what do I lose if I'm CG? What do I lose from knowing he's doing that?
Okay. So far, you don't know that he's doing that.
I think I'm kind of going meta here. I don't understand that.
It's
Sure.
not
If you're chaotic neutral, chaotic good. If you're chaotic good, and you know he's poisoning people, your alignment could shift on a roll of a die from good to neutral.
Oh, I'm good with that. So we can replace your poison, Prometheus, with my 3 vials of my own blood, and nobody would ever know that red potion is gone.
Okay, you'd know.
I'm okay with that.
But see, I'm gonna do it because I'm elf and I'm 17 dex. I'm gonna do it so that no one knows it. I'm just telling them in the darkness, hey, someone needs to hold my arrows while I fire.
Well, I'll cast my spell if everything goes wonky. All right, so then let's go in.
All right, so and everybody else is staying outside in the corridor, or they're all following like little gremlins behind you.
They'll be ready. They'll be ready to come in.
Yeah, let's stack you guys at the corridor so that if everything goes bad and they do save versus forget, we can still try and melee.
I would like to switch to my crossbow in the lag time, so I'm ready with the range.
Okay, very good. That's a great idea. You'll be firing over the heads of your buddies, so you do have a chance to hit your buddies. But in other incarnations, your buddies haven't had a problem with that at all.
Well, I don't necessarily need to hit the enemy to do the job of keeping their heads down and keeping them distracted.
There is that. Okay, so three goblin shaman. And you know they're shaman by what they're wearing. They're wearing these weird garments with human skulls attached to the belt of their garments, and they're all chanting over this weird cauldron that's very strange looking, and this weird smoke is rising from the cauldron and doing all sorts of shapes. And while they're chanting, you see one of the shapes turn into a perfect image of Prometheus, which seems to really irritate them. So the question is, wizard and fighter, what do we want to do?
So they're scrying. I assume you're going to be able to take a couple of shots at these guys. I can throw 3 stars this round since there's none of us in front, so I at least won't hit anybody. And I assume you'll be much more effective in combat than I will.
Yeah, I just want to do a quick scan. No other goblin quick reaction force nearby.
Okay, so you're taking your turn to do the scan. You see a very strange altar with a feminine goblin done in jade on top of the altar.
Ooh, that sounds like big bucks.
Can you tell me the size of the room, Jim? 20 by 20?
I'm sorry, you cannot. You don't know the size until you deal with the goblins.
Okay.
It's a pretty good. It's a pretty good sized room.
All right. Let's take out the chanters first.
Okay. Does my scan identify the leader?
No, you can't tell which one's the leader.
Could be any of the 3.
I'm going to fire arrows at different goblins. So
so 20-sided die. Tell me the numbers.
Okay.
Are we initiating first or just firing?
We're firing secret.
Everybody's firing simultaneously.
Okay. All right. So, and I will throw all of mine at 1. What is their armor class, Jim?
Good question. The answer is armor class 6.
All right. So, I need 14 plus 3, so I need 11s or better.
Yep.
I'm going to throw all at 1.
Okay.
18, 16, and a 1. So 2 nice hits and 1.
2 nice hits. Okay, very good. So roll damage for those guys on one of these poor.
So I do 7 on 1 goblin.
One of these poor goblins who never hurt anybody.
At least
not a goblin is a dead goblin.
Okay, it's arrow time, Prometheus.
Okay, the first arrow, I have a Thaco with the bow at 17. The first arrow goes off at an 8.
Yeah, okay.
Second arrow goes off. No. Oh wait. Sorry. Disregard those. Those are D8s. That was as good as I could do. Hold
Yeah,
on.
you need to hit first.
Yeah. First arrow is a 10. Second arrow is a 10 again. Jeez, okay.
Okay, miss and miss.
Okay.
Okay, so the shurikens kill one of the goblins. The goblin.
Did we just lose everybody?
Yeah, I just
Froze, and then-
somehow everyone dropped off my screen.
yeah, mine too.
Yep.
I'm back.
So I refreshed and I'm back. I think we're just waiting on Jim now.
Yep. And I got 3 goblins chanting. I don't have anybody's email. If you guys can either check, so I'm Andrew@webperry.com. So if anyone can just email me, then I'll be able to add you into the event sheet so I can write up all the notes and the summary as well.
Right on. And now we're just waiting on James.
What did I miss? Was that just me that dropped
No,
out?
it was everybody. It was crazy.
Andrew@webperry.com.
I just sent it in chat.
Okay.
That goes to the guild. That's the only one my secretary doesn't read. So that would be good. Too many accounts. And yeah, that'll allow me to create.
So
and
right
share.
before we blanked out, somebody was going to be attacking one of the goblins?
I think Chrome was actually firing arrows. I
awesome.
killed one with stars, but we're just waiting for Jim to reboot.
Welcome back, Jim.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I do not know what happened. I apologize.
It wasn't just you.
It was roll
It was
20.
everybody.
We all went through the refresher. I would normally be able to blame a pet or
Oh, okay.
one of my 6 children. So
Yeah.
nothing.
All right. Okay, very good. So, yeah, Red Rays coming out at you two guys. And so, Save versus Magic, Prometheus.
No, I don't want to.
So did Prometheus
Yeah,
not
what-
hit the not hit them?
No. No, he did not.
No, he
Prometheus
missed
did
abysmally.
that. Well, I wouldn't say abysmally. What's their AC?
No, I would say abysmally. Yeah.
Oh, bummer.
Prometheus save is a natural 20.
Okay. So, did you save?
Yeah.
Okay, very good.
I naturally save. That's not just a save. That's a save and a half.
Yeah. No, Andrew,
Yes, sir.
Save versus Magic.
Okay. Magic resistance first.
Yeah.
I have 35%.
I know that's disgusting.
And I choke.
Okay, good.
And
I like how James is just like, okay, good.
Yeah.
James Unleashed.
my saving throw versus spell is a 12, and I get it on the number.
All right. Okay, so it's you guys' turn again.
Oh,
I'm going to fire
Starting
2
with-
more arrows.
Okay, 2 more arrows. Go ahead.
These are both poisoned.
All right.
Well,
Son of a bitch.
they just look bloody as far as I understand.
8 and a 6.
Now that's a miss and a miss, of course. And the wizard.
3 more shurikens.
We could use help now.
A 19.
Yeah, I was just about to say, can I join in?
So
Yeah,
2
'cause-
hits, well, 2 spectacular hits and 1 incredible miss.
Did they all go towards the same one?
Yes.
Okay, very good.
All
right. And Nick Prometheus is shouting for help.
Yeah, I'm rushing in.
Good idea.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
rush in
okay.
with my longsword.
Yeah,
And
okay.
attack.
Nothing happens with you guys. It's the goblin's turn.
All right.
Well,
Yeah,
I think
of
one
course.
goblin, right?
Right.
Just one. And my good friend Prometheus make another save versus magic.
Damn.
15.
Ooh,
15. Okay.
Let's see.
we need a 12. Oh, no, but
Because
That's a-
against spells is 12.
it's still a 12. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, so you made your save.
I show did.
That's irritating. All right, we'll start with Drahn, what are you doing?
I cast Aid on Nim.
Oh, okay, very good. Levi.
I'm rushing in to attack.
Okay, 20-sided die, please. Armor class 6.
Oh, 3.
Roll it a few more times until you start.
You guys have been doing terrible. Scorpio.
All right, I am going to shoot with my crossbow, and I'm going to roll my d20, and I got a 2. I blame Levi.
Yeah, that was pretty awful. Wizard.
I'm avoiding friendly fire. And I'm going to see if I can. There's only one goblin left.
Yes.
Can I take a better look around the room now, or no? If I'm avoiding combat,
You can ignore the battle and take a look around the room.
I will do that.
Okay, so there's this unusual jade statue of a female that's a foot tall on this weird blood-covered altar.
In the back of the room.
Yes.
Okay. And the cauldron is more in the center where the 3 goblins were.
Yes.
About a 20 by 20 or 40 by 40. What's the size?
No, it is. That's a fair question.
And you're a fair guy. This all works out well.
Normally, you wouldn't get told the dimension of this room, but I'm nicer than Gary Gygax is. It's 40 by 30
Roger that.
with an exit in the north wall.
In front of the altar? I mean, behind the altar?
No, the altar is in the west wall. Okay.
Roger that.
All right, very good. Which takes us to our good friend Prometheus.
How about a 3 and a 19?
19 kills the shaman dead.
Nice, finally.
Well
Three
done.
dead shaman.
All right.
So we are at 3 o'clock. We are at 3 o'clock right now. What we can do is we can go ahead and cut the stream, and we can do the after action business after this. So, Walt, why don't you take us out?
And we just want to say thank you to everybody who showed up to play. We will definitely be back with another stream to highlight Greyhawk through the eyes of James Ward.
Dun, 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 dun.
Don't forget, we will be putting all the links to everything that was showcased during the show, and get you places where you can stalk and or politely caress the storefronts of those particular people who have those products. Don't forget to check out galaxiesedge.us for all the cool and groovy things in and around the galaxy. My name is Walt. We want to thank you for coming out, and with that, we're done.